And things like this, right? Things like this will keep happening. I'm going to leave the video there in a moment. Things like this will keep happening if we refuse to wake up. They have been happening, they are happening, and they will continue to happen if we do not open our eyes to see them.
In March 1944, George Stinney, a 14-year-old boy, became the youngest executed person in the U.S. in the 20th century. He was accused of the murder of two white girls aged 11 and 7, whose dead bodies were found at the back of his house. The sheriff arrested George because he claimed that he confessed and led officers to the place where he hid the murder weapon. There was no written statement of his confession apart from the officer's words. After all the jury proceedings, George was found guilty and was sentenced to a 5,380-volt shock in the electric chair. After 70 years, George's innocence was finally proven. He was set up for being black.
A life so precious was deleted because it was said that he took the life of two girls. Now, without evidence, they deleted this guy, this young boy, and later on, when the evidence was shown, when it was later discovered that this boy was really not having a hand in the deaths of these two girls that was discovered behind his house, he was set up. You can imagine, this boy was set up. And why was this set up? Because of the color, because of his skin color. You can imagine, you just sit down, calculate as a group of persons to gradually set people up just because they are not of the same skin color like you are, they are not of the same race like you are. You sit down, deep within you, your conscience did not prick you, you plan, you execute that plan, and then tomorrow you go and sit up somewhere that you're praying, you're calling the name of God. What God is that? Now look at this video again.
You want to see why I pulled you over?
If you don't mind, I would greatly appreciate it.
I will show you why I pulled you over.
Whoa. What are you going to do? This is a protocol.
Watch and learn, Lenny. This is how we take care of people like him.
What are you going to do? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking you should move your hands!
All right. Come on. Seriously? They taught you this at the academy? Come on.
Do not talk to me about what happened at the academy.
What are you thinking? Bar Brady. Come on, let's talk.
Seriously?
I mean, who's going to pay for this? Bar Brady.
This is why I pulled you over. Your taillight is broken. What are you doing? Are you crazy? Get back in the car now.
What do you do to my car? Did you break my taillights?
I'm not gonna ask you again. Get back in the car before I have to use lethal force!
Lethal force? Have you gone mad? I'm unarmed. There's no reason to escalate the situation.
Dispatch, we have a 1032. A 1032, a man armed and dangerous with a gun.
A gun? I don't have a gun.
Deliberately, what was not there, they created evidence from nowhere just to set this man up. And they were successful because nobody will listen to this black man. Even when he say I'm not guilty, nobody will listen to him.
Taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. No, before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate? You should ask yourself, who taught you to hate being what God gave you?
Anything that is black is bad. Anything that is black is evil. Anything that is not white is not worthy. This is how we keep living from generations before, and we are still living. Now, if we want things to change for our children, if we want things to change in the future, we have to stand up. Know your rights. I think someone said something that when you are a black man in the midst of these white people and you show them that you know who you are, you know your rights, they will respect you. But by the time you begin to see them and start bowing to them as if they are gods, you start respecting them unnecessarily, they'll think you are stupid and they'll start using that supremacy on you. But when you let them know that they can't turn you around, they can't kick you here and there, you know your stand, you know your rights, they will be scared of you and they won't treat you anyhow. Those black people that are maltreated, black people that are treated like trash are blacks that still do not know their worth. When you know your worth as a black man or a black woman, they will respect you. The white supremacy will not have any effect on you when you know your rights. But it's quite unfortunate if you are trapped. If you were set up, that's another thing. Especially when you are living in their midst and you are set up, there's nothing you can do. Because it's just that you're wrong. Even you say, no, it's not me, that's just a story for the gods. Nobody will listen to you. Because they are the ones in charge. That's what we talk about. Even if you're in the diaspora, why not live in amidst your people? Live amidst your people. Live where you can be defended. If you were on the right. By the time you exclude yourself in the midst of these people, something happens, nobody will even hear of you. They can easily delete you and nobody will hear anything about you. Just take a look at what they did to this little boy. Because they saw two dead bodies behind his house, they just concluded that he was the one that deleted those children. At the end, when it was discovered that he wasn't the one, how are they going to pay back the life that they have taken? How are they going to pay back? These questions mostly are not asked. What is just important is that if you're not white, you shouldn't be alive. You do not deserve to live. And this is the world that we keep living in. A lot of people are suffering. A lot of black people are suffering. Even as we speak. There are stories that when you hear of it, you just tell yourself, no, this is not true. But it is true. It is happening until now. And why do we keep flocking to these people? I don't know. Why do we keep running to these people? I don't know. Because we still feel that they are more superior. They have everything more than us. They are this, they are that. And then we keep flocking to them. We are being maltreated. We are being taken advantage of. And we tell ourselves, it's just for a little while. And this is how we've been living. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? Leave them there at the section. And I'll see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others. Stay safe. Stay positive. Bye.